Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about creating a book nook. So I've authored a book and this is where the magic happens, right here in my mini walk-in closet off of my bedroom. I just want to clarify and say this area did not look like this when I was writing my book. I had flow charts on my walls with my characters for the storyline and all of that. I just want to point something out before I begin moving stuff around. This desk is an absolute piece of junk. I bought it online. It was cheap and I needed it when I needed it, but it's really not good quality at all. In fact, the top drawer broke right after I bought it, so there's no top drawer. The features I like about it, the rollout for the keyboard and mouse. But other than that, I'm not thrilled about it. However, it's good enough. You know, I don't want to waste money on something new when this is perfectly functional and works. So way over yonder in the corner of my bedroom, there's a desk hutch and then there's a tall bookcase. All of that is coming into the closet. And my Mac, my printer, my desk, and the Post-it notes and so forth, those are all going to go into the other side. So we're just going to do a switcheroo here. Now to start, I've taken out the office chair from that space, being mindful of what's actually going to go in the room last so that I can plan it out a little better so I'm not digging through piles of stuff or furniture that need to go in first and I block myself in with all the other stuff that goes in last. This is Pepper. She's sound asleep on my bed. Well, for the past 6 years, I had a career in corporate America. I was working tons and tons of hours. And I had no time for anything. I quit corporate America a year ago to get my sanity back. And I have been plowing through just organizing my home, getting things nice and neat, and doing things that I haven't had time to do before. One of the projects I worked on prior to this was completing my walk-in closet. Now that I have the time, I'm trying not to waste any moment getting things done. So I do have a light over in that dark corner. I just went ahead and dusted it. And I've gone ahead and emptied off the desk. I do see that I have to fix the back of the cork board as the covering. I think it's linen. It came like this at a furniture store and it's peeling off there. So I have to fix that. And as you see, this will make a nice book nook where the window is. This piece is very well made. I have it upside on its side right now. I had to carry it over from the dark corner. And as soon as I got it over into the middle of my bedroom, I realized something. It's exactly what I was talking about before. Make sure you prioritize what you move and where you move it. Because after I moved that, as heavy as it was, now I'm like, oh, I gotta still get the desk out of here, so that I can move all the furniture in here and then move this all into the other nook. Wow, I really cornered myself in here. So I've basically cleaned out the whole entire room except for the desk and the Mac. You can see there what it looks like. I don't need to repaint, even though there are a little scuffs on the wall and stuff, because I repainted just a few years ago and I really don't feel like painting again, but it's not an issue. It's not really that bad in here. These are all new window treatments I also just got a few years ago, so I don't want to change anything out. I'm going to leave it like it is. I just love these curtains. They're like a flower print, and on top, the finials are also the same flower. I don't know if you can see from the side, but they're really pretty. I also have adequate lighting in here, and I hung these laminated whiteboards up when I was doing my book planning and everything, so those will stay in here because I don't feel like taking them off the wall. Note to self, if you ever do a project like this, make sure you push in the paper tray on your printer, because I almost just broke it trying to get it out the door. So as you see, no more computer. And now for the desk. I hope it's not too heavy, but at least there's room on each side so I can finagle it and turn it sideways and stuff. It's not heavy at all. It's just a matter of pulling it towards me and making sure it doesn't hit the wall, because as you see, when I moved it in here, I marked up the wall. So I don't want to do that again because like I said, I'm not trying to paint. So it's really kind of easy. I'm just pulling it with one hand even, just trying to get it out the door. Now the challenging part is, will it fit through the opening? It should. Now if you were to describe me in one word, energetic would not be it. I've already had a cup of coffee today at 3 o'clock and I'm ready for another one. I'm just going to keep going because I got to sleep in my bed tonight and it's covered now with all of my stuff. Another challenge was I just crushed my little finger in between the desk and here. Like I literally crushed it. That hurt. And I also had to open the door all the way. And that's a terrible paint job on the hinges. I realize that. I had to open the door all the way in order to pull the desk out. So now what I'm going to do is just pull it straight back towards me. I think I have enough room. Let's hope. You can see the aftermath of where I dragged the desk out of here on the floor. Those are just drag marks. Those can be easily vacuumed up. Now I have to go to the other side of the room and get that other desk. That desk is a tad smaller. Hopefully I don't have a problem moving it in here like I did getting the gray desk out. This desk is my main desk for doing my banking and bookkeeping and all the stuff that you do at your house, you know. So now I'm going to be moving this desk. Just looking at it, the length is smaller than the other desk. So that's the good news. It's just a lot heavier. That's the bad news. To protect my floor here, I put a throw rug under the two legs of one side, and I'm going to pick up the other side and kind of push it through the room. This is one heavy desk. Whew, I'm out of breath. No gym for me tonight. Behind it looks like a card catalog. That I will do on another video. This behind the desk came from a store that was not a furniture store. It's since gone out of business. I got this for $199. I did have to touch up the paint though. It's chalk paint. So I got some glaze at some point and I just touched it up with the glaze. You can see where I did that just to give it a more rustic look. But I'll do a video on that because that's a separate thing. Okay, that wasn't fun. I had to push and pull all the way around the room, including around my bed. Then I had to move my bed. Then I had to move my craft table, but I made it. I'm at the entrance to the room. So now I'm going to go on the other side and I'm going to pull this desk in there. Thankfully, it looks like it's going to clear the doorway better than the gray desk too. I hope I don't pinch my fingers. That was super easy. Now all I have to do is get this throw rug out from underneath it. Oh, and by the way, I did go ahead and make sure the desk was facing the proper way to go into the room before I pushed it in, because I want it to go on this wall here. The extension cord is there, so I want the whole desk area to be here. The beautiful thing about this, having the desk in this room, is there's a lot more space to the right of it, and I have this whole other wall. So instead of putting the bookcase right next to it where I had it in the dark corner, I'm going to just kitty corner the bookcase here, I think, for now. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll put it flat against this wall. I can open my curtain and see out the back window. Where before, my desk was in front of the curtain, so I never really opened it. So way, way better. Okay, I got the top part in the room. That's really heavy. I almost had to put it on that throw rug and then just scooch it in, but I was able to lift it up a little and just walk 2 steps and then get it in the room. But now I have to lift it onto this desk. That's backbreaking. Let's see how that goes. So I tilted it upwards on its side, and I need both hands. So I set up my tripod so you could see. This is really heavy. It's solid, but I'm going to try my best to lift it and get it up on that desk. I mean, I got it off the desk by myself, but I'm kind of worn out now and I'm tired. So let's see how that goes. Oh, another note to self. Try not to wear sandals that have, you know, where your toes are poking through, because I just ran over my toe. Yeah. Okay, let's get this going. Tilt it. Oh my God, this is like solid wood. It's crazy heavy. Let's see. maybe if I set it down first. Ugh, and then lift it from the bottom. I don't know. Let's try that. Okay. Got to put all my muscle into it for sure. Whew. Problem is there's nowhere to like grab it. Well, I did it. Thankfully, the manufacturer put feet pads on the bottom, so when I lifted it up, it didn't scratch when I scooted it. Let's see here. I think that's the best I'm gonna do. I gotta fix that. That's gonna bother me. So let me get some glue. I have this tape on a roll. It's very old. I'm talking probably 10, maybe 10 years old. And I don't even know if they make this stuff anymore. I got it from Uline. And the reason I bought it is so that when I made greeting card envelopes, I could use it because it has paper protective on one side and it's sticky on both sides. So that when I went to use the envelope, you just peel the paper off. It's easy to cut. You just take a piece and cut it off. I think you can even rip it off, but I'll just cut it. And I'm going to put it up there at the top of the cork board. I'm going to peel that back paper off. There we go. That's how easy that was. I just peeled it off. And now I'm going to see if this works. It could be that my cat got into it, you know, and pulled it off. I don't know. I have no idea what happened there. That seems to work, though. It's not the best, but it's a quick fix. For the bookcase, again, I put it on the throw rug so I can just pull it over. Okay, so that was super easy. Least of my problems today. Now I have the desk and hutch, and I have the bookcase, but do I want it cornered or do I want it flat against the wall? What's my relation to the bookcase? So maybe I may rethink this and move the whole desk down just a tad without covering up the planer so I can still access that. And then maybe put this flat against the wall. Let's try that. After all that, I do like it catty-cornered like that. And I moved the desk down just a tad so you can see in relation to the little whiteboard. So I think now this will work. I'm going to set up the office chair and just see what happens. Okay, that's perfect. I didn't give this consideration, but I just rolled the chair right through the doorway. I didn't even think about that. I have another one that will not fit in here. And then I just thought to myself, what if this chair did not fit in here? Then I would have to go around and rearrange all my office chairs. See, one project always leads into the next. But now that I got that set up and the chair definitely looks like it will be okay. I have plenty of room between me, the chair, and the bookcase. I'm actually quite a distance from the desk. As you can see, I'm not up against the desk. There's my knee. So if I move backwards, I'm still good. Here I am touching the bookcase with my knee. And it's still good. So yeah. Now if I pull this part out and need to type something on the computer, still good. So that worked. I put the drawer inserts back in. I only had one leather one for some reason. And then I had a canvas one. They got dusty, so I'm just trying to wipe them off. But you can see how good this is looking. So I went ahead and just decorated simply. I have a jar of change, some pens, and a little bird dish that I love. Also, I have this nice lamp that needs to be dusted. So it just gives some nice soft reading light when I'm in here working on bookkeeping or what have you. So now I'm going to finish my book nook in the other corner. Now once again, paying attention to the direction of the knob, I'm going to scooch this around my room and hopefully it will fit in the nook. I didn't even measure. Look at this. It comes right to the edge of the wall pretty much. I mean, I have like 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches to spare, and it comes right up to where the curtain is, but that's okay. I still have room to open the curtain. And then it's dark out now, but you can see I'll have a view from my book nook. I don't know if you can see this. There's a neighbor down there with Christmas lights. It's that little tree there they decorated. I have a storage unit where my son and his girlfriend have a bunch of furniture for when they move out. And over there I have like a little hutch. So I'm going to bring that over from my storage unit and put it on top of the desk. Okay, it's reveal time. I did go to storage, but when I got back, the cabinet I said that I was going to put on top of the desk was too big. I have plan B for that, but in the meantime, I wanted to show you how my book nook came out. So I hung this picture this morning, and here's the big reveal. So I have my Mac, my printer, my dictionary, my thesaurus, B for book nook. This is where, when I'm thinking about the characters for my books, I plot it out and plan it out with sticky notes. So it's, you know, kind of like say a vision board. Got my pen cup. I have a notebook ready to go for my next book. And behind the curtain is a beautiful sunny day. And I can open the curtain, sit here, relax, look out my window, and have my own little book writing nook. Here's the cabinet I said I was going to storage to get. This fits in a knee-high closet that I have in my bedroom. As you can see, I spruced it up a while back with these little tiles. I just love the look of the glass tiles. And my walls, I don't know if it shows up really well in the camera, but they're like a sage green. So you see there's plenty of room in the cabinet for storage, and Creamsicle's just coming out of the closet. He's hilarious. Now he's exploring my new desk area. Jax is also exploring. I haven't vacuumed around this area yet, so don't mind the mess on the floor. I beautified my book nook with some accessories, a wall hanging, and I'm really happy with how everything turned out. I think it looks fantastic. It took me about a whole day to do this, maybe a little bit longer because I had to go to storage last night and then I had to finish up this morning. But now both spaces have a view. I can sit in either space, relax, have the curtain open, and just get some sun, whether I'm doing my personal bookkeeping or writing a book. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.